If climbing stairs feels harder than it used to, let me say something clearly right from the start. You are not lazy, you are not failing, and this is not something you simply have to accept because you are getting older. What you are experiencing has a name. It is called age-related strength loss. And it happens to almost everyone who isn't actively training their muscles. Now, here is the encouraging part. Muscle strength can be rebuilt well into your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, even your 90s. Today, I'm going to show you 4 key exercises that directly strengthen the muscle you need to climb stairs more easily, with less strain on your knees, less strain on your hips, and better balance. These exercises are not random. They are based on decades of physiotherapy research. And the best part, they are appropriate. Even if you haven't exercised in years, you can start where you are. Welcome to Move Well 60 Plus with Patrick. I am a physiotherapist, and on this channel, I help adults over 60 stay strong, mobile, and independent through safe, science-based exercises. Before we start, take a moment to like the video, subscribe for more exercises after 60, and tell me your age in the comment so I can tailor future workout for you. Before we get to the exercises, it is important to understand why stairs start to feel harder in the first place. Because once you understand the reason, the solution becomes very clear. As we get older, the body naturally loses muscle mass and muscle strength. This process has a name. It is called sarcopenia. Research shows that after the age of 50, adults lose about 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year. But here is what most people don't realize. Muscle strength declines even faster than muscle size. In fact, studies show strength can drop 2 to 5 times faster than muscle mass. So, even if your legs don't look dramatically smaller at 60, they may be producing significantly less force. And that matters because stairs climbing is one of the most physically demanding daily activities for your lower body. Every single step requires your thigh muscles to lift your body weight, your hip muscles to stabilize your pelvis, your calf muscles to push you upward, and your balance system to control your body on one leg at a time. Research also shows something important. Older adults often lose strength even when muscle size doesn't change very much. That is because the nervous system becomes less efficient at activating the muscles, so stairs don't feel harder because you are simply getting older. They feel harder because your muscles are producing less force, more slowly, and with less coordination. And when that happens, the body starts to compensate. People begin pulling harder on the handrails, they overload their knees, they use momentum instead of strength, or sometimes they avoid stairs altogether. But here is the problem. Avoidance accelerates weakness, less use leads to less strength makes stairs harder, and the cycle continues. But here is the most important part. This cycle can be reversed, and I'm going to show you how. Recent research on aging and strength training looked at multiple clinical trials involving adults in their 70s and even their 80s. And the findings were consistent. When older adults perform progressive resistance training, meaning the exercises were gradually made more challenging over time, they experienced significant improvement in muscle strength and physical function. That includes real-life tasks like walking and climbing stairs. Another high-quality review examined more recent clinical trials and reached a similar conclusion. Progressive strength training leads to meaningful improvements in lower limb strength, walking speed, and overall functional performance, even in adults with age-related muscle loss. These were not extreme programs, they were not unsafe, they were not designed for athletes. The exercises were carefully prescribed, gradually progressed, adapted to each individual's ability. But they were still challenging enough to stimulate muscle adaptation. Strength training improves everyday activities such as standing up from a chair, walking, and climbing stairs in older adults. So, when we step back and look at the modern research as a whole, the message is very clear. Muscles in older adults still respond strongly to challenge. They do not respond to comfort, and that is exactly why exercise choice and gradual progressive loading matters so much when the goal is maintaining strength, mobility, and independence as we age. Think of your leg muscles like the engine in a car. When the engine is strong, climbing a hill feels easy, smooth, controlled, effortless. But when the engine is weak, even a small incline can feel exhausting. Not because the hill changed, but because the engine can't generate enough power. Stairs are that hill, and here is something important. Our goal with exercise is not to make you younger. It's not about turning back the clock. It is about giving your muscles enough power reserve so stairs stop feeling like a threat. So they feel manageable, predictable, and confident. That is exactly what strength training does. Now, let's explore why strength is more important than stretching for stairs. Stretching is helpful. It improves comfort, it supports mobility. But stretching alone does not help you climb stairs because stairs require something different. They require force production, they require your muscles to lift your body weight against gravity every single step. Without adequate strength, the knee joint absorbs more load, hip stability decreases, balance reactions slow down, and fall risk increases. So, while stretching can make you feel looser, it doesn't build the power you need for stairs. Strength training does something different. It shifts the workload back to the muscles where it belongs. It allows the muscle to do their job so the joints don't have to compensate. And that's why every exercise we are focusing on today is designed around functional strength, not appearance, but real-world strength that makes daily life easier. These are the 5 exercises you need to climb stairs with confidence after 60. Exercise 1. Sit to stand. This is the most important exercise for stairs climbing. From a biomechanical perspective, climbing stairs is essentially a repeated sit-to-stand movement, often performed on one leg at a time. This exercise strengthens your quadriceps, the muscles at the front of your thighs, your glute muscles which power your hips, and your core stabilizers which help you stay steady and upright. Let's walk through how to do it safely. Sit on a firm chair. Place your feet about hip width apart. Now gently bring your nose over your toes by leaning slightly forward. Push through your heels and stand tall. Then lower yourself back down slowly and with control. Now, let's talk about a few things to be mindful of. Try not to use momentum. Move at a steady, comfortable pace. Allow your knees to track forward naturally instead of collapsing inward. And when you sit back down, guide yourself into the chair with control rather than dropping down. Now, for your sets and repetitions, aim for 2 to 3 comfortable sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. Rest for about a minute between sets, and if you need a little longer, that is perfectly fine. Listen to your body. Here is how to progress sit to stand safely. For the first couple of weeks, it's absolutely fine to use your hands for support. That builds confidence. As you grow stronger, usually around weeks 3 to 4, you can try the movement without using your hands. Later on, if it feels comfortable and controlled, you can make it slightly more challenging by lowering yourself more slowly or holding a very light weight. And if this exercise feels challenging, that is usually a good sign. It means your muscles are working, it means they are adapting, and it means you are building the strength you need for stairs. Exercise 2. Step ups. This exercise prepares your body for stairs climbing in a safe and controlled way. It strengthens your thigh muscles, especially the quadriceps. It supports your hip stabilizers like the glute muscles on the side of your hips. And it trains your balance system, which keeps you steady when you are standing on one leg on the stairs. Let's go through how to do it. Start with a low step so it feels comfortable and safe. Step up with one leg. Bring the other foot up to meet it. Then step back down slowly and with control. Move at a steady pace. There is no need to rush. Now, let's talk about a few things to watch for. Try to let the leg on the step do most of the lifting rather than pushing strongly off the back leg. Choose a step height that feels manageable for you. It should challenge you but not overwhelm you. Now, for your sets and repetitions, aim for 2 to 3 comfortable sets of 6 to 10 repetitions on each leg. Rest for about 1 minute between sets, and if you need a little longer, that is absolutely fine. Here is how to progress safely. Begin with hand support so you feel steady and confident. As your strength and balance improve, move to light fingertip support. Then, when you are ready, try the movement without using your hands. Later on, if it feels comfortable and controlled, you can increase the challenge by slowing the movement down or gently increasing the number of repetitions. Remember, progression should feel gradual, steady, manageable, and every step you practice here makes real stairs feel easier. Exercise 3. Standing calf raises. Your calf muscles play a bigger role than most people realize. They help lift your body weight with every step, and they improve ankle stability, which is essential for feeling steady on the stairs. Let's go through how to do it. Gently hold onto a chair or the wall for support. Slowly rise up onto your toes at a pace that feels comfortable. Lift as high as you comfortably can. Pause briefly at the top for about 5 to 10 seconds. Then lower your heels back down slowly and with control. Now, a few things to be mindful of. Try not to rush the movement. Move at a calm, controlled pace. Keep your body upright rather than leaning forward, and aim for a full smooth movement so you can get the most benefit from each repetition. Now, for your sets and repetitions, aim for 2 to 3 comfortable sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. Focus on quality over speed. Rest as needed between sets. Here is how to progress safely. Start by lifting on both legs so the movement feels stable and comfortable. As you gain confidence, slow the movement down to increase control and strength. And later on, if it feels safe and manageable, you can try the exercise on one leg at a time. Exercise 4. Supported single leg balance. Every time you climb a stair, you are standing on one leg. That's why balance training is so important. It improves joint control, it sharpens coordination, and it helps reduce fall risk. Let's go through how to do it safely. Stand close to a support like a chair or kitchen counter so you feel secure. Gently lift one foot just slightly off the floor. Keep your body tall and upright. Relax your shoulders and breathe normally. There is no tension here, just steady control. Now, for timing, aim for 2 to 3 comfortable holds on each leg. Hold for about 20 to 40 seconds or a little less if that feels better for you. Balance improves gradually. There is no need to force it. Here is how to progress safely as you gain confidence. You can gradually reduce your hand support. You may choose to hold the position for a little longer, and later on, if it feels safe and comfortable, you can gently add small head turns to further challenge your balance system. Always prioritize safety, confidence first, challenge second, because steady balance makes every stairs feels safer. Now, let's give you some ideas about the weekly structure you can follow. Aim to perform this routine 2 to 3 times each week. Give your body time to recover in between sessions. Recovery is part of the process. It is completely normal to feel your muscles working and becoming tired. Mild soreness afterwards can also be expected, especially when you are just starting out. That is your body adapting, getting stronger. But sharp or sudden pain is different. If you feel that, pause, rest, and reassess. Your body should feel challenged, not strained. And remember this: steady consistency over time matters far more than pushing yourself too hard on any single day. Small efforts repeated regularly, that is what builds strength. That is what makes stairs easier. Stairs don't get harder simply because you are aging. They get harder because muscles stop being challenged. And the research is clear: strength can be rebuilt at any age. Train progressively, train safely, and your body will respond. Strength restores confidence, confidence restores independence, and independence is everything. If this video has helped you, please take a moment to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who wants to stay strong and confident after 60. Because getting older doesn't mean getting weaker,